from?
So, we're DrakesQuest. My name is Travis.
I'm Scott.
Sean.
Sorry. Colton. We're DrakesQuest. Got a little different style presentation. Cool. So, we're DrakesQuest. We created this game in Unity. I think at the beginning of the term, only one of us was familiar with Unity, so that was kind of a starting point. Our game is a time-based survival game. What we wanted to create was a kind of a realm where you could fly around a dragon and burn stuff, or destroy stuff, or just kind of go crazy. So right now, we've got most of that implemented. You can have a dragon you can fly around and do stuff with. Do you see anything? So, this is Drake. It's a screenshot from our game. You can see he's flying around. We got the lake there, the waterfall action going on. You want to take that?
So the AI concepts we use, we have triggers. Obviously, when certain events hit certain things, it causes other events. A lot of that isn't completely implemented yet, but it is there, and it does do a little bit of that stuff. Right now, we just updated one of our enemy characters. He's a Smurf, and he didn't upload correctly or something like that. So when we demo the game later, it won't actually show it to you, but we do have a Smurf, and they do spawn once the character gets in a certain distance of it, and it will randomly roam until it can see the character. Then once it can see the character, it'll start walking towards them and get in range and then fire. So we have that, and then the pathfinding is, like I said, with the enemies, they're going to be able to start walking towards Drake once they find him and try to avoid obstacles.
So we have a few things we want to do with this game. Right now, we had originally intended for the dragon to be able to do multiple different attacks. I think at the moment we've got the fireball thing going. That's as far as we got right now, so that's something we can expand upon. We also intended to have more than one enemy, but as we already explained, we had some difficulties getting the Smurf implemented, so that's kind of not ready right now either. But it is definitely in progress. We wanted to make some more interactive terrain. I think buildings was originally an idea, something destructible, because this game is supposed to be something where you go crazy. So right now it's just an open field, and we intend to have a little bit more interactivity in the future. I think that was the last slide I had.
See if the demo will work.
We'll cross our fingers.
Yeah.
I make no promises. All right. So as you can see here, we have a. It zooms in. There we go. So we have the enemy would be right around this general area, but unfortunately he is there. It's just you can't see him. So as you can see, we implemented Drake. He has walking and then trotting and running abilities. And the animation, we're working on getting it to line up more where it doesn't look like he's sliding so much. We also then implemented the jump feature. He should flap his wings once, and then it breaks, and he stops flapping his wings. But we've got it set now to where he'll stay gliding with a very slow descent if you just hold down the jump button. However, if you keep hitting the jump button, he keeps going up until he hits a roof and eventually stops. We have lots of trees, and my favorite feature, once I get him to land, is the fireball. It shoots out fire out of his mouth. We're working on getting the colors darker.
Right now it's still in a preliminary phase. It's going to spread out and be a lot bigger. And when the enemies are in place, you'll be able to hit the enemies with them, and they'll have some sort of on-fire sequence and then roll over and die. It'll be pretty cool.
But yeah, that's about it so far. Any questions?
We obviously still have a lot of work left to go. We'll probably add a few GUI features for like the current time. We'll probably put a health bar. Probably even keep track of how many enemies you killed. And once you kill a certain amount of enemies, there'll be teleportals spawning in to end the level.
Now I'm going to go show you the waterfall because I spent hours on that. He also goes really fast flying. We haven't figured out a way to stop him from being able to go super fast.
Were you trying increasing the drag?
No, Well, right now, honestly, the way he's flying now is that he's jumping and then doesn't fall down. We have a controlled descent to where that makes him glide, but then yeah, there's the waterfall.
Based off the implementation of like a jetpack, which is kind of modified to fly.
But the AI concepts that we'll be using is the enemies seeking after the player and trying to shoot the player with their weapons. Right now they're firing the same fireball back at them. We might make it like a shovel or something, so that way they can have something different to throw at them. But yeah, the Drake will be able to take damage and he'll be able to kill all the enemies that are around him.
We have a lot of work left to do this weekend.
But at least we have something that looks nice. Yes, which question?
Are you guys gonna keep the camera like static, like in that position, or you know, easier to choose like a free camera?
The more I play test it, the more I'm tempted to like put some sort of other camera controls in there so that we can actually succeed a little bit better. Because at this point, there's no reason not to. So if we have the time, we'll probably fix that so that way it'll be a little bit more interactive.
Regarding the camera, I found myself in the middle wanting to see like the entire map from the more even angle. So maybe put like, I don't know, rotate the camera. I don't know whether it's pitch, tilt, or yaw, but rotation around around Drake and the y-axis, so you can see like this cool level that you guys have made. Yeah, like that.
You can change the line and fly like that.
How did you all actually propel him forward with the flying?
Yeah, he has an attribute called gravity or jump acceleration.
Okay.
What I did is I took the LURPS tutorial, which Unity has out there for everybody to use, and I took the jetpack tutorial, and I got rid of some of the aspects of the jetpack that we didn't want, but kept the others. So I kind of for a syntax thing, and just because I knew it worked. And so we used that, and so he has an in-air acceleration of like a 20 or something like that. And that's why he keeps continually speeding up. It doesn't have an in velocity just because I used that and I haven't had a chance to set a velocity.
I was gonna say, I don't know, just like conceptually to me, wouldn't it make more sense if he kind of slowed down as he kept climbing? Maybe not, I don't know.
Well, yes, but in order to get him to be able to turn, because the in-air acceleration controls both your turning and your velocity.
Okay.
So it would make more sense if his wings flapped, which it should, but it's broken.
Yeah, we'll fine tune that animation too, so it looks better, more realistic. Have the wings flapping in a cycle.
Any other questions?
What'd you think about doing 3D versus?
It was definitely challenging because it was a learning experience.
Yeah.
I've never done anything in 2D. I can't.
So you can't do a comparison.
Like we were really overwhelmed at first because it's like so much to learn, so much going on. But like as the more we did, I was really surprised. Like the learning curve like spiked up really quick. Like we learned a little bit and then like wow, there's so much I can do now. And that go ahead.
I was just going to mention that they have some really great tutorials for Unity too, and that's really helpful. Like exactly how to do everything. Same things to click, and there's constantly new versions of Unity coming out. They're always adding new features. So made it really not too difficult.
Yeah, we had to update at least once, twice during the production cycle.
Any others?